People are saying NDC didn't do anything, NPP didn't do anything for the creative. Yeah. That's fine. It's evidence, we've seen it. Yes. Now, the party that people feel that they will do something for them this time, their period, they did not do anything. Tonight on Big Plates, the conversation is on NDC and NPP competing visions for the creative arts and tourism in 2024 elections. Yes, that time of the year where political parties outdoor the plans and vision they have for the people of Ghana. MPPs do theirs, NDCs do theirs. But I find it a bit fishy and funny. I don't hear that of CPPs. I don't hear that of Ikuadonkos. Like, it's like the focus is on NPP, NDC. And so these two parties have brought out their manifesto concerning the creative arts. That is what we are looking at, the competing visions. Now, the opposition National Democratic Congress on August 24th launched its manifesto for the December 7th election, a week after the governing New Patriotic Party launched theirs. And both contenders focus on governmental support through financing and policies to boost various sectors. Now, as part of its Resetting Ghana agenda, the NDC aimed to make significant change across all sectors currently struggling, while the NPP also plan to continue with a successful year of return initiative while introducing additional measures to further boost the sector. Now, looking at the comparison with the NDCs, they are talking of financing and investment in the creative arts. They are also looking at infrastructure in the creative arts. And with the NPP's plan, they are also looking at finance and investment. And they are also looking at tax incentives and infrastructure. They are also looking at education. They are looking at travel boost, royalty and copyright collection. They are looking at streaming. And so let's do the comparative analysis together. So let me first start from Chronicles. You've definitely followed the new manifesto the NPPs have brought and that of the NDC. So let me start with you. Let's look at the NPPs and what excites you and what are your observations and what do you think is the way forward?
With the NPP, one thing about their manifesto that excites me a little is they said they want to commit to significant public sector investments using the Development Bank of Ghana to support the sector.
Yeah.
So which means once there is a bank in there, it means there will be funds readily available for use to support the sector. Yes. But my issue will be ebedu ono enkoye say be a demo party for because we've had a lot of them. One was mass lock is kabiaba for market women. But my million be that.
I want a card image.
What the card now what did you? So making money available it's a laudable idea. But the thing is, what could be the some years past what could be the they will create the creative art fund and me I see it as a repeat of their 2020 manifesto. And the tax incentives so are fine because some years back we had issues of GRA. Now they are heckling artist managers now because gates are now what you want tax. What you walk inside now. But the artists were like some of the people know be inside. Don't even know what to tickets. It's in cow China and the GS Kenya. We knew that's who young coffee my young for so I waba. And Sana yard to my more tax. Baby Pama but it's a gate and Jamukwan giddy tax a day. It only baby name the certain issues or back and forth ma Sako and Poba Cabina the day why you want them. So we the mad nephew what they are on the menu beji. But when these people they will say it, but obo do no now I can assembly. So if they are taking the tax out to help the creative sector, they are fine. Because once and one first can be ship. Artists now bra change my when you no sponsorship. They hardly get sponsors. But nannies cannot do shame what they are the madden. The GR regional gate. Once to them coffin the air on that. Abana moon to me, with your kwanda, the with your kwan. So if they are able to remove this tax now, then they are. But one thing so I know with the tax, no. Why the way you tax from maybe our companies being in certain sectors be to attract more investors. That's where I want to show more issue kakra. Because maybe I have a company, maybe I'm tax exemptions. It's not by force for me to put my money in the creative art sector. No. It's maybe you are telling me what I prefer was maybe tax exemption at the moment. Maybe okay, we are giving you this tax exemption. But it's Kanayanji, maybe for Scanifaka that one you are directing me where I should go and put the money. But I'm tax incentive, maybe among some Eduma may and Minian for some mobile corner, the name tax incentive. And the hurry is not by force for me to put in the creative art industry. It's the many media, I see it as a repeat of the 2020 manifesto because most of them was work kind. But we do one yet. About our platform that we've done this, we've done that. But a question mark, only publishing book be in some of the projects, question mark. You who may be a project, no, but our book them there why? Until the tax incentive, the gate fees now, then I the word the tax now, then I'm way if you are there. Because that to me, I don't see the sense in it. Maybe the GRA in there because they sell ticket. Maybe I want to ticket time. They can show you numbers.
Yeah.
They can show you though, this is the number of tickets we sell. Maybe based on that, maybe I to my tax because the event, most of them will invite big people. When I was listening to VGMA, that was about 500 of the people in the auditorium, about 500 people.
They didn't buy tickets.
Yeah, they didn't buy tickets because there are people who they invited. They'll be a presenter award. They'll be a big man. We invited them for the program. And these musicians and people who do events in this country, they also invite this kind of people. Because for clout, only the big man beats now. This big man has come for this program. Then next time I'll also go. The big man now, but I'm on tickets now. Tax. I don't see the idea behind that. Until I wonder if what they are fine.
Right.
But investment through the bank, they slowable because bank they will be readily available funds.
Yeah.
Yes. But how they will disburse the funds also another issue.
That's also another issue.
Then I say so the most the way our banks will go Google banks. Because in the certain banks we buy will go in we see construction bank for the construction industry that the agui. Inti the bank here our body minted in the mumbat. So I am part there, then it's a laudable idea. So I think with the NPP side, it is the letter I can deduce from what you've said.
Okay, we'll come back to you again. Gani, the NPP is the sitting government. We all see that the NPP is in power. 2020, they gave us a manifesto for the creative arts. I'm right. And 2024, they've brought one. Looking at 2020 manifesto and what they've done so far, are you disappointed in the NPP when it comes to the creative? Our focus is on the creative industry. Are you disappointed in the NPP?
I am very much disappointed. Okay. And then
spell out your reservations.
Yes, because the things will be said, but the implementations. So I was looking at the comparative analysis from both parties.
Let's with your side, let's take a look at last 4 years.
Okay, last 4 years.
Yes, the things they promised they were going to do and what we see now. And you say you're disappointed.
I'm disappointed because...
Yes, so share your highlights on them. What were you really expecting that with all the things they said, at least they should do this for us, but they failed to do
all right, so...
And before that, what are some of the things they promised they would do that they have done? At least we can give them, applaud for some things they promised and they've delivered. Do we have anything like that?
I think, if I can remember, they said they wanted to build a media village kind of.
Is it done?
In Accra.
A film village.
A film village.
Is it done?
Of which they did. Yes.
They built a film village.
Where? That's where.
That's
Circle.
Film village.
Circle.
Yes, they want. So let me land.
Okay.
They said they wanted to build it. The land. I was going to Kumasi and I passed by when I saw it. The signboard is there, but nothing.
A film village was in Kumasi.
Was
it not with Mercy Asiedu's husband?
Good.
So in
they
Kumasi,
wanted to do one in Accra too.
But Kumasi's own, they didn't build it.
Good. And this, just like Kumasi own, the signboard is there,
but they haven't done anything.
Nothing is
but
there.
you are saying that you saw a film village, so I'm surprised you're saying
No. I'm saying that
you saw a signboard, but the place is not
good.
Okay.
They've not putting up anything, which means what they promise to do, they don't really do it. And you cannot hold them responsible just because we don't have the power. It's like these people, these leaders are taking us for granted. The Ghanaian youth is not angry enough because you promise me A, you come to power and you do B. You don't even care about A. And
so with all that, the NPP's promise in their 2020 manifesto for the creative art industry, they've done nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
For one thing that I can say they were trying is the come home something.
Year of return. Oh, for that one. That was an initiative that has yielded a lot of results.
Good.
Yeah. So that one, we would applaud them on that one.
Good. That one.
They've done NPP for fans.
That one.
The year of return.
Oh, the year of return. And I wrote Showboy.
When beyond the return.
Beyond the Showboy, you do everything.
Yes. When you go to Accra, you see a whole lot of people coming from diaspora who are Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Yes. So they did good with that. But the things they should put up here so that the musicians. I was hearing a musician can get 500 cedis as what?
Royalty.
Royalty. I mean, in Ghana in 2024, are we serious enough?
It's
like no shina be today.
So it's only on 50 cedis.
Good. No shina be today. Say a part of the media industry now. You are not serious. You are uneducated. You don't know what you are doing. I think that's how I see it, because there is no infrastructure to back people who are doing these things. You get it? The musicians, the celebrities that we have. So for me, I think aside the year of return, there's nothing good. There's nothing good. Nothing.
Aside the year of the return, nothing good from the NPPs to the creative arts sector.
What they said in 2020.
Nice one. Nothing. Nice one. Magic George, let me come to you. We are looking at the NPPs. After that, we'll go to the NDCs. So of all the promises the NPPs gave for the 2020, is it 2016, and then 2020, and then 2024. So let's say so far, 3 manifestos out, right? Yeah. For every presidential run. Okay. And with all these, the NPPs promised the creative arts. Which of them did you have so much belief in that was going to be done?
NPP manifesto.
This all after the. I know what's in it. I know what follows. This all after the.
When it comes to manifesto, I don't want to. Maybe when it comes to NDC's one, I don't want to touch it because they have not been in power for the past 8 years.
Yeah, so we are looking at the NPP.
So when it comes to NPP, 2014, 2015, 2016 elections, and we already manifesto the man there. When it comes to power,
2016, 20.
No, it's Waba. He said, what say election time?
The build up.
The build up about 2016 after 2016 to Abana. So when it comes to from 2016 to 2020, or there 2020, or there are there work out because on was share the creative arts in a day. 1 year. The only thing I want the president in the order never be about the new year. That is, yes. Or the creative arts one director. That is
Jan Kroma.
I did Papa to me where I am.
Oh
yes.
Of all the 8 years, the only good thing.
First 4 years, no.
The only good thing Akufo-Addo did was
body keke. What kind of form into one form?
Yeah.
Up to now, one form. So
I remember one of the guys who was part of the creative arts team raised
body keke what kind of form into one form. And about 2020 to 2024, and along the line, 2020 what? Yeah, but me I call Cape Coast. Okay, nyama 1, 2, 3, 4 me into my enemy kurumpo.
Nothing.
Okay, I'll build studios for upcoming artists. Today, for upcoming artists, I wouldn't discuss. Hono, into my okay, obisi afiti into my okay. Obisi film village. Even film village, we do be no baby. Bisu onkusu kuma, bisu onkusu chebi no why more. So when it comes to MPP, along the line, this is what the COVID war. No, that show the you can't be because I remember Koka Bay studio. Even Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum Kwampo funding was not from GOG.
Yeah, it was from the World Bank.
And that guy didn't know. You are speaking there a part of Baumiani campaign team. They sit down. What now? What draw program for? What draw manifesto for? Creative art. You didn't know there. In the name there.
It was funded by the World
Bank. He didn't know. So I was surprised at him. So when it comes to this government, though, for me, I feel that no. For me, I mean, and it's a fact there. 2024. No, 2024. They are not going to. 2025. They are not going to win election.
Okay.
And it's a fact.
Okay.
Fact there. No power. That government. No government has been in power for more than 8 years. Since the Fourth Republic.
Breaking the eight.
Oh yes. No. And it's a fact. No.
Breaking the eight.
I'm speaking on facts.
Kukurudu.
When you look at the history,
Let's be serious.
It's not possible.
You see.
You made your statement, and I'm also saying that breaking the eight, kukurudu. Like I'm trying to remind you that almost your alternate
campaign. So when it comes to NPP for Nanga, they accept when it comes to the creative art 1 year.
Okay.
You get my one answer.
They know.
They accept the fact
no,
that...
they are 1 year.
Okay, so before we jump to the NDCs, we are still talking about the NPPs because they are the current government, like in power. Now, let's come down to the West Side. The NPPs promised a lot. The main reason why Western region is of so much focus is that we contribute a lot to Ghana's growth.
Big time.
Timber, cocoa, bauxite, gold, manganese, a lot. As far as 2020, we're contributing to 16% of Ghana's GDP. Yes, very, very necessary. So if we are contributing 16%, we are doing a lot too. We've had tourism ministers come from the West Side, right? We've had two. We've had Barbara, and then we've had Catherine. Right?
And recently, Pamesa.
Let's even look at these two people. They were from the time of 2016 to 2020. Yeah. So we've had two tourism ministers coming from here. And let's look at the promises they've given us. 8 good years. What have we seen? Maybe there's something they've done that we don't know. That's why we are making noise that, the NPP hasn't done anything from the creative art. General, let's have a general conversation.
They did not
for Western region. The minister promised
that is
boys.
Stone boy. I remember after that night in even you remember you few company MC issues. Remember I cared them. No, I don't to me or to me.
Catherine also brought Afrima.
Afrima after that to feel Abaddon.
Say she's not in power. Like she's not in office.
If somebody are next will be able to succeed next legacy and continue. Does it make sense?
It affects you.
Yes, it makes sense. I've negotiations in a quay. If you don't know, I don't know when to hold it there the next 5 years and we'll start from Ghana. You get my point? Because as there for the next 5 years, Afrima will be held in Ghana. I do contract. I signed BBR.
It never happened.
And every power. Why? What's no? I don't know. Yeah, Ghana. So what contract? Then it means it be better fracadam. It be bring me that for people to trust you there.
So
you get my point. So when it comes to the creative arts Western region. They have disappointed
will you
us.
agree with me that the NPP government has failed the Western region?
Big time.
When it comes to our creative. Our focus is creative. We don't care about the rest.
We were here when they said they were building amphitheater, right?
No, we are here when former creative minister.
Former creative minister, we had Edna Nyame. Former Awal said it. Edna Nyame also said Sayemanu Emreka Krebi.
Madam,
yes, Edna Nyame.
They said they were,
and then we had our regional minister also say
they said they are
I want to stand. I want to stand on what Awal said. Very good. No to me here.
Somebody was actually building his house, and they took pictures to
No, wait.
Yes,
Gani,
that's it.
Let's speak fast. So the pictures we saw that someone is
Somebody's
laying
house.
foundation. It's
I
somebody's house.
I
and
know
not
the
an
owner.
amphitheater.
Not an amphitheater.
Magic, didn't you see that? Uncompleted.
You saw it,
And then
yes.
almost
Yeah.
motor foundation.
Yeah. The building that the middle that is round is somebody's hall. It's a 14-bedroom house. I know the owner.
Deputy creative art minister.
So I went there with my camera. I said I wanted to take it. They said no, this is not amphitheater. Why are you taking pictures? You don't take pictures. And we are here, and people believed it. When you want to talk about some of these issues, they want to subject you to a party. But me, I don't belong to a party.
Anyways, that's a Ghana man for you. So the MPPs, we can confidently say that when it comes to the Western region,
they feel us.
Hetty,
do you know the reason why?
Yeah, I remember
Hetty,
that.
do you know the reason why? Hetty, do you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why? The Western region is lacking people who are from the region.
And do you feel that our minister is not pushing enough for us? That is why some things are left unattended to. That is why maybe his party keeps disappointing us. Do you feel that could be the case?
No, you see, you have a regional minister, you feel there, what time no? Maybe. Me feel the mood to my enemy. Me feel the mood to me and so or be on me major me that to baby. And on into almost sometimes minister into me and support in nature or Casembia because can you maybe obey on when it comes to the creative art. Because I remember the last time I even feeling that different now. Okay, when it comes to CNC, yeah, per sponsor. Oh yeah. And me feel that I don't know onim pasodo as a member of parliament.
But you are the regional minister.
I'm coming. No, you see these politicians you had no almost about 60-bed hospital in Itaquadia.
Oh, no constituency.
Very good because onim dey obenya vote to
So imagine
so he attends to things of importance.
That is how politicians are.
Okay.
They always attend things I feel that no, I don't me obenya manya mfaso efun and in interest. Say agenda CNC or si baby to the takra there. Nkaju na nka wa attend to it. Nka be the barista nka be at least about try that because ye ni mo wana water kwa constitute to share cement mo nkofo baby a water baby ko si library ko share pavement blocks one. Area ho ya manfo area ho nya ko share baby ko si library na manfo go mango we. Man ko share pavement blocks amona. Akọrọ etakwa de kwete sin ebu de wa mo sen kwafo cement ahwe de baby a hwa ya hwe bia one cast do. Nti say if say you know a serious another we mean the up there even roofing na ordinary board na obaya nko oporo ya untumi ya.
Let's move on to the NDCs. So the NDCs also have their manifesto being brought out, and so let's quickly take a look at that. Now, coming to the NDCs, they talk of financing and investment. So their plan focuses on reforming, financing, and attracting investments in creative arts and tourism. This includes they supporting content creators and assistance for large, medium, and small creative enterprises. So someone like Ghani's Media, some like Onekingmultimedia, Magic Media, they will be giving them assistance, financial, to support them to grow. And another one, infrastructure, they've also promised ultra-modern recreation village with auditoriums for film, music events, and the rest. And we're also looking at royalty collection. So the NDC's pledge to establish
very important one.
A management system to aid in the collection of copyright claim and royalties for creatives. This is what they are talking about.
so
Any belief. But before that, 2012, NDC was in power.
yeah.
How was our creative? How was it looking like?
Yes.
Were they able to fulfill the promises they gave the creative industry?
So
Let me come to you. We'll quickly take a look at that one as well.
yes, so that brings me to my saying that we are being taken for granted. I'll always say that because these people promise things. It's like we are tickling ourselves and laughing.
That one day.
You know, they will promise things to sound so sweet in our ears, and at the end of the day, they don't do it. And we in our capacity cannot really hold them responsible because we don't have the power. You know, you talk too much, you become a target. You get it? So when I look at this manifesto thing they are doing, I'm like, Hetty, it's a joke. Nothing important. They will not do anything.
None of these parties will do anything.
They will not do anything. Nothing. Especially the Western region, nobody will do anything. It's like they want to say something to win votes. Kojo Oponkroma, who is he now? He's in the NPP, right? What the position does he hold?
He's
Works, right? Was information minister. Yeah. Before he became the information minister, before he joined politics, he said the politicians doesn't have you at heart. He doesn't care about you. He said all these things on live camera. So what else are you expecting? Bibianu to me say extraordinary beer. These people are going to play with our minds unless we decide to, bring in somebody who is neutral. Like somebody like Cheddar. You get it? People like that who want to do something or somebody different. Like if not Cheddar.
Before we continue, so 2012 NDC's manifesto. That is, if you go to their manifesto, page 55. The creative industry, they said the next NDC government will implement programs to support the growth of the film, music, and creative industry to drive job creation and economic growth. Resource nationally recognized creative arts bodies. Strengthen regulation to protect copyrights of artists. I think this is the same thing they've repeated in that one. Set up a system of legal aid for creative artists to help fight creative and intellectual
and it's in 2024 as well.
Facilitate the placement of creative arts products on digital platforms and also promote district, regional, and national competitions in the creative. Develop programs to harness talents and potentials in the industry. Make available scholarship packages for disadvantaged artists in collaboration. Yes, that is a lot.
Did they do any?
Promote local patronage of various creative products. Partner with Guva and other fine art associations to purchase their fine works to furnish and decorate public offices. Like, with all these things they said, they did none of that.
Did they do anything like that?
They didn't do anything.
Nothing of such happened. So they are just, what I say is, they are just trying to find sentences and words that are sweet for the Ghanaian. They say it and they go their way. Because at the end of the day, you cannot do anything to them. So for me as Ghani, I don't believe in any of these manifestos. And
nice one. Let me come to you, Chronicles. So the NDC's fast track to 2012.
Based on what?
I think it was
2012, 16, and 20. Yes.
No, we are talking of the NDCs.
NDC was.
The NDC is 2020, 2014, right? Hey, right.
NDC was in power for 8 years.
8 years, yes.
Yeah, so 2008.
Yes.
Then 2012.
Yes. So with all this period, were they able to implement some of the things they promised?
You said there, no, we can't pinpoint even one day.
Can't pinpoint any of the things.
That's why I always say that these politicians, they don't think about the creative.
And do you believe they can do it now with what they are saying?
No.
Or is the same story?
Oh, they're paying football baby there on there. My name no. Yeah, SOCAL
Yeah, saying something.
It's
yes, Chronicles.
Oh, them to me, until I see them doing, I'll still have my doubts. Until I see them doing, I'll still have my doubts.
Maybe Magic Joke does
because what can you be 1 year? Yes, you said a lot of things. You didn't do it. What
shows that you can do it this time around?
It's until them who they know. Because the NPP also have similar. They will build streaming platforms in nothing. Ghanaians are still getting 150 cedis as royalties.
300 cedis.
And all these things. But in their financing and investment also, I wish they could go further. Also, support for content creators and assistance for large, medium, and small creative enterprises. Now, when you say support in what form?
Money. Because it falls under financing and investment.
Because
maybe they're giving them money.
While reforming, and the NDC plan focuses on reforming, financing, and attracting investment. So even the reforming, I don't know whether
Reforming, do they have it that they are reforming or what?
I don't know. Yeah, if they explain further, like I'll be happy. What are they going to reform? So they are going to reform the sector now, the creative arts ministry now, one board now. What are they going to form?
Let me come to Magic George. So the NDC's manifesto, 2008. And 2012 and 16. Which of these promises from the creative arts side do you think they implemented or they fulfilled?
NDC, NPP. NDC.
Yeah.
But I might try at least
I can read them out. That was what I read.
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm talking about 2012 to 2016. I know
NDC.
NDC were yeah. Because people feel that no, the NDC worker or by and you see, as of that time, when it comes to creative, Ghana for say, you're not getting shut down to the CCR, and they are enlightened to the CCR. Do you like enlightened about when it comes to creative arts? And even put that time how many entertainment shows we have here in Ghana?
Right.
They're active. In why the man for we put a blind eye when it comes to the creative arts. You're not getting shut down, boy. In mind, what's the creative arts? Everything was way. But this year, because that time component mentioned that you can see and see on them. After 2016, even 2016, 2017, started CNC started. Go to be an board. Even 2008, 2010, they ran about, but that time the media is so vibrant when it comes to entertainment. If I stand to be corrected, but when it comes to entertainment, about talking about the speaking about when it comes to creative arts, Ghanaians media, you vibrant to them. It's not attention in I watch even 2012 when it comes to NDC one manifesto now about creative arts now. No, I should giddy. But me no bear no but China good hey in one year. When you want fit na yamba na buy a BD. And I'll talk Ghana for an argument and we'll vote on out. And but do not feel there, Sisia and this war they feel that no, Sisia, Charlie Ghana for Sisia and Buena attention about creative arts more. Look at Hetty, normal radio stations they do entertainment on weekends. Saturday alone. Even you come how many stations or entertainment shows
TV stations.
If the TV stations, Accra, Peace FM, where entertainment twice in a week. And almost every station in Accra does entertainment. I don't know though, but almost all of them. They do entertainment and they talk about the creative art. Even in Yetina had the CCI, but way back not to them 2012 not to them. It's for now no. It's good the NDC there. What's like one policies when they come obey, but so can you believe them? The waba ubutumaya. It's high time. If the NDC by power, you hold them, their boss, so they will hold them. You should hold them tight. Yes, you have to hold them.
I like that.
Yes, you have to hold them tight. I'm telling you, you shouldn't come and always be an eternal. You can what can obey? So I think the NPP will say, yeah, one man. Was hold the boo by horn, you hold on the boo by horn and come. We are not discussing this. Work at 3 months. Yesterday, Kubu Afiti at the innovation. And this plan, which and the cake plan, which I almost 30 years plan as innovation. Let's be serious as a region. I'm telling you, I'm just when I discuss and I've been passionate about this.
Very emotional.
Yes,
Hetty believes it can be done.
No, let's be serious about when you almost about 30 years.
The thing is, that thing say you have said.
No, I don't know.
So until me, I say that this region is like a woman that is waiting to be married. Plenty promise ring. So until one particular person carries the lady to the altar, that is the husband.
I'm telling you, this adios way. Innovate. No, I papa.
I'm
telling you,
you feel we've lost CNC.
No, I don't feel lost. You know, when it comes to all the name of politics. It is a catch them there. If so, wagon papa may now For how many years?
So let's not center on the MPPs alone. It's the NDC.
They are all involved.
They are all involved.
So these two parties have both failed the creative
both of
sector.
them.
No, you see, you can't blame NDC too much when it comes to the creative. I'm coming.
That's why I asked you a question. That is why I asked you a question that 2008. No, Magic George.
I'm coming.
Magic, relax. 2008, 2012, 2016. This period was NDC's era.
Yes.
Relax. The manifesto we read out. Was there anything they did?
Listen to me.
Magic.
Can you? I'm coming. Ebutum just 2008 manifesto NDC were the Ebutum.
Oh yeah.
2008.
That was 2008. Okay, so the current one before MPP came to power is 2012. That is what I have here.
No, I'm coming. Maybe Katama and NDC. You said before from our time.
But this is 2012.
And 2012. We have 2012.
NDC 2008 to 2012.
Exactly.
Let's look at 2008. And said before 2008 about the election.
So this is a manifesto they brought out to win 2012 election.
Okay.
So that is what I'm about to read for you.
Yes. Now maybe so there.
And with all the things they've listed here, they did none. So when you say we can't blame them too much, they came to power and they did none. So those people too must be held responsible.
How many radio stations what highlights the Mahdi?
Magic George.
No, I'm coming. No.
The party we can talk about now and highlight more on is the MPP because they are in
that
power.
is the reason you can't blame NDC too much.
Why can't we? We are talking about these two parties. No, I'm not saying you're doing politics. What I'm also trying to...
If you like a manifesto, you don't go back to 2008.
Listen,
Magic George. We start from there.
No, listen to why. Wait. I am not talking about say we are going back to it all. Fine. People are saying NDC didn't do anything. MPP didn't do anything for the creative. Yeah. That's fine. It's evidence we've seen it. Yes. Now, the party that people feel that they will do something for them this time, their period, they did not do anything. That is what we are talking about. So what makes you feel that time they came to power for 8 years, they didn't do anything for the creative arts? So now would they?
Is he trying to say the emergence of...
So you can't say we can't blame them. Those people also failed.
Yeah, they also failed.
The NDCs also failed in the creative.
The few that we had. What did they do about it?
The NDCs also failed the creative arts. And the MPPs have also failed.
That's the reason why in 2006 they voted them out.
Listen,
you get my point.
Yes.
So this one today.
So I am saying that we've read out things. The question I asked you was:
say if say 2025, if say NDC Boba power, you shouldn't come and sit here. Because for me, looking at things, we have not holding people accountable.
But these conversations, we won't be the first to have them. People deliberating on why the NDC is not helping the creative artists long time ago, and still they did not do.
And that's the reason
we are here talking about the MPPs, right? And we are here talking about the MPPs. So I am asking you, what makes you think that when the NDCs come to power, they will help the creative after they failed before? So we should wait for them to come and massacre. Then after that, we'll vote them out of power.
When they come to power, we should hold them because 2016 to 2020. If say you hold this party accountable, power hold them. They are holding their boss.
How will you be able to? How will you be able to hold the NDCs accountable? So how will we be able to hold them accountable?
Doing what you are doing.
How can we hold them accountable? By doing what we are doing.
By doing what you are doing.
That's the only way.
But at least demonstrations, you can furthermore do.
How many demonstrations have you taken part in?
By the way, town hall meetings.
Anyway, so the NDCs and the MPPs, your general score on them. What are you expecting? Are you rooting that the NDC's manifesto holds a lot of water and so it's possible that it can make things work?
You see, the manifestos are similar. Meaning, say they copied each other. They
are similar, almost the same.
Danny, let him talk.
They are almost the same. But the reason why I find difficult to score is if they don't do baby MPP, then in terms of investment and finance, I'll go for the MPP one. Yes, but when it comes to infrastructure now, the more royalties now, I will go for the NDC.
Okay.
So in general, let's say if I'm scoring that, maybe I'll score NDC maybe 60% and maybe NPP 50%.
Okay.
Yes.
You feel the NDCs, if they are to come to power, they have the potential of doing something good for them.
Yes. And you see, Mahama, for instance, will make you comment to be. And I mean, me and my Corina, that comment, people will hold him accountable to that comment. Also, they're like, why a president that? He has learned his mistakes. He has seen what he didn't do right. This is by
so he needs the 4 years to correct
all these mistakes.
Interesting. 8 years mistakes.
Or the 4 years but correct the mistakes not bad.
He simply cannot wait.
But I can't wait. The mistakes now are correct.
Okay.
Yes. So me, I think I'll go for the NDC one. But in terms of investment and finance, I'll go for the
NPP.
Yes, because NPP, they gave some clearance on how they will get the funding. But the NDC, I wasn't clear on how they will get the funding to support.
Okay.
So I think I'll give the NDC maybe 60%.
Right.
Yes. And I'll give the NPP maybe 50%.
Okay. Okay. Let me come to Magic George. Your final score for the NPPs and the NDCs. Who do you think can help the industry if they are to come to power? Looking at the various manifestos they've brought out.
I think if Ghana you other at the whole this time, because for the past 8 years, because NDC will handle over my NPP handle over my NPP. That is 2020.
Yeah.
Handle over one and so. So for me now, I feel then nyama nka Ghana for or pinpoint to the ebe into even anyeshi into my year, and they are accepted the one from 2020 to 2024. We accepted that they have not done anything better.
Okay.
For me, today Mr. Chronicles Kano. NDC, they have learned their lesson. And I want to say, why no position there? We feel they are nyamati. Inti say, eshabo, nese eba nese bone share at least into my fulfill number 80% grandpa. What's the issue? And this year, I think Ghanaians, you're not going to be maybe do. This year, I'm put able to know politicians we take him for granted anymore. So for me, NDC, I think today, Mr. Chronicles, they have learned their lesson. So, one ankasa, the winner, the ball is in their court. Abanu butumaye, Miss Mayday, Abadam, because automatically say a win pe. We start for the first 6 months, 1 year, we start going back. Hey, then there's another year election or 4 years or channel. So, into my end will be automatic. The next will vote you out, and the one can also be issue. Whereby Mahama is coming to spend only just 4 years, So into my 2 year, but I share the next 4 years will be in the party more because next 4 years they are trying to or the perform no about ABI so popular. And ABI, we don't know ABI MPP will keep ABI Baumia still. You get my point. So for me, I feel that if NDC is learn or listener, but if the MPP bar, I bet not today. 8 years no working because say 2024 to 2020 2000 to 2004 what the COVID Ukraine war what the excuse now 2016 to 2020 say I bet excuse no the man because I free you know I excuse no the man. So for me I think if NDC they have learned their lesson now the boys so 2025 will win the boys in their court.
Gani, so what's your final score for the NDCs and NPPs looking at the creative arts sector and then the various manifestos they have both released? Who are you tipping that should they come to power they can do something?
It's none of them. For me, until somebody comes to power and do what they promised, I don't vouch for anybody.
Oh.
And whoever wins, to God be the glory.
Wow.
But if you win and you come to power and you refuse to do what you promise, we'll come back at you. I'm a Ghanaian, of course, and I'll vote. Whoever I'll vote is in my mind. But whoever wins, my name is Gani. I'm live at Onekingmultimedia. I'll come back.
Is this a warning or something?
Yeah. I'll come back and be at you, and then Magic just said it. We'll hold you at the boss.
Aish.
We'll say anything that we'll have to say.
Aish.
You can do anything you want to do. We don't care.
Okay.
So I don't have any score for anybody.
On that note, Onekingmultimedia, we dissociate ourselves from this particular warning. We don't have guns. To anything you want to do to us, we mind. Don't do anything to us for us.
Not with guns, not with anything. No.
Yes.
We'll say our minds. Not with guns, not with anything.
Right. So thank you guys so much for joining us once again tonight on I Loved It. It's like I love the heat that came with it, It's all part of the show. Like there are times we need to switch personality to play some role. Then we come back to our role. That's how the job is supposed to be done. So those catching emotions on like take it easy. BP medicine is very expensive these days. It's all out from the studios of Onekingmultimedia. See it, hear it, believe it. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are back same time, God willing, next week. Until
Magic.
bye.